So this is basically how I made my duplication effect. Um, so I start off, I have a imported clip of just a background, and over the top of it I've imported so I have three clips. This will be my first one, and it's just me sliding down the fireman pole. Um, so I trim that clip, and you want to go down to opacity, and you want to put that down to 0. You want to go a few frames across and put the opacity back up to 100. Then you want to find where you want to fade it out. So I believe that I wanted to fade it out, around there. So you put down the opacity down to 0, you go back a few keyframes, and you put the opacity back up to 100. Just saving the project. Okay, so now you want to add your second clip, and you want to make sure that the layer is above the base layer at all times. Otherwise, it's not going to work properly. So yeah, I want the effect to come in slightly after the first one. So I think about there. That's probably a good spot. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same. The square cropping tool personally works the best for me, but you're free to use a more detailed, specific masking tool. So once again, you just want to mess with the opacity, see what looks nice. I personally like the fade in look. So I go down to 0, then back up to 100. If I, yeah. So now for the third clip. So in this clip, I'm doing push-ups. And once again, I'm going to be using the square cropping tool just to crop out. I'm working out where it's going to look the best, and I believe that's how it's going to look the smoothest, look the best. So I crop that, do the opacity down to 0, a few keyframes, back up to 100, which gives it that really nice fade in look. Obviously I fade it out again. Go down to my last clip that I forgot to fade out, and I fade that one out too.